Is this my autism speaking, or does anyone else feel like we've lost the ability to hold two truths at once? Why can't we see that both things might be true depending on the perspective? The perspective doesn't cancel out the reality, it shapes how we see it. I see people say things like therapy doesn't work. And yes, sometimes it doesn't, because not every therapist is safe or trauma informed or the person's not ready. But sometimes therapy really does work deeply and it changes lives. And sometimes it just feels like it's not because we're finally touching on pain that we've spent years avoiding. Multiple things can be true. I see people say AI is dangerous. And yes, I've heard the story too, and it absolutely can be. But for others, it's been life changing. It's helped people find shelter, leave abusive relationships, understand their emotions, and find words for things that they've never been able to express. Both can be true. I see people say everybody's autistic now. And maybe from their view, it feels like that because awareness looks louder than it ever has before. But from where I stand, it's not a trend. It's a whole generation finally finding the language and the knowledge for lifelong confusion and pain. Both can be true. We live in an age of echoed certainty where we no longer seek to understand at all. We seek to be right or declare it at least. Where people pick one tiny corner of the truth and we build an entire identity around defending it. But the truth, the real truth, isn't something that you own. It's something that you explore. It's the space between two perspectives, that uncomfortable middle ground where growth actually happens. Maybe it's my autism that makes me see patterns and contradictions like this, or maybe it's being born mixed race and living in duality my whole life where it's hard to truly belong to either side of something. But surely I'm not alone in feeling this actual collective fatigue, this exhaustion from a world that is addicted to outrage and allergic to nuance. Maybe the next level of emotional intelligence isn't about who's right. Maybe it's about who's courageous enough to ask, what if both sides are seeing something different, just from different windows? Because wisdom isn't found in extremes, it's found in overlap. That's the thing about the truth. Facts exist independent of us, but the moment a human touches them, they pass through a filter of their memories, their wounds, their beliefs. What was once neutral becomes personal. What was once information becomes interpreted. That's why two people can live the exact same moment and walk away with two entirely different experiences and realities. And maybe the real work of being human is learning to separate what is factually true and what is our felt truth and find compassion in the space between the two.